coverage of the Chinese president's trip to Italy. We understand at this moment China and Italy are getting ready to sign a round of trade agreements. Let's go live there to the scene to have a look. It's been reported that the two are expected to sign a Memorandum of Understanding for Rome to join Beijing's Belt and Road Initiative. And this means Italy will be the first of the group of 7 most developed countries to sign up for the BRI. Ahead of this signing ceremony, Italian President Sergio Mattarella praised the initiative during a state dinner for President Xi Jinping.
E del Presidente del Consiglio dei Ministri della Repubblica Italiana, Giuseppe
of the People's Republic of China and Prime Minister Mr. Conte. Now let's begin the signing ceremony. The Republic of Italy and People's Republic of China have signed BRI framework, Memorandum of Understanding, and this MOU is based on 21st century maritime Silk Road.
他们签署的是中伊两国政府关于共同推进丝绸之路经济带和21世纪海上丝绸之路建设的谅解备忘录。
Firmano per la parte italiana il vicepresidente del Consiglio dei Ministri e ministro dello sviluppo economico Luigi Di Maio.
And the Department of Development and the Vice Prime Minister. And also this ceremony is attended by the Vice Director of NDRC of China.
Protocollo di intesa per la promozione della collaborazione tra start-up innovative e tecnologiche
we will sign an agreement based on our bilateral cooperation.
Il Ministero della Scienza e Tecnologia della Repubblica Popolare Cinese.
请中国国务委员兼外交部长王毅、迪马约副总理上台。
Now,
他们签署的是
let's welcome
中国科技部与意大利经济发展部关于加强初创企业创新合作的谅解备忘录。
And they will sign a memorandum of understanding about the innovative cooperation between enterprises.
Il consigliere di Stato e ministro degli affari esteri Wang Yi. Memorandum d'intesa tra il Ministero dello Sviluppo Economico della Repubblica Italiana e il Ministero del Commercio della Repubblica Popolare Cinese sulla cooperazione nel settore del commercio elettronico.
请中国商务部长钟山、迪马约副总理就座。
Now let's welcome Mr. Zhong Shan and the Vice Prime Ministers to board on the stage to sign an agreement, and they will sign a memorandum of understanding on the cooperation between e-commerce.
Per la parte cinese, il ministro del commercio Zhong Shan.
There, the Chinese president and Italian prime minister bearing witness to a round of agreements, not just on trade, being signed by officials from both sides. And this really is the highlight of the Chinese president's state visit to Italy.
Accordo tra il Governo della Repubblica Italiana e il Governo della Repubblica Popolare Cinese per eliminare le doppie imposizioni in materia di imposte sul reddito e per prevenire le evasioni e le elusioni fiscali.
Now let's welcome the State Councillor, Mr. Wang Yi, and the Foreign Financial Minister of Italy to board on the stage to sign the agreement.
E per la parte cinese il consigliere di Stato e ministro degli esteri Wang Yi. Protocollo sui requisiti fitosanitari per l'esportazione di agrumi freschi dall'Italia alla Cina tra il Ministero delle Politiche Agricole, Alimentari e Forestali e del Turismo della Repubblica Italiana e l'Amministrazione Generale delle Dogane della Repubblica Popolare Cinese.
Now let's welcome Mr. Li Ruiju, Chinese Ambassador to Italy, and Mr. Chitinari, the relevant ministers and the General Administration of Customs, to sign the protocol.
Del turismo Gianmarco Centinaio e per la parte cinese l'ambasciatore della Repubblica Popolare Cinese in Italia Liu Eju. Restituzione di 796 reperti archeologici appartenenti al patrimonio culturale cinese. Scambiano per la parte italiana il ministro per i beni e le attività culturali Alberto Bonisoli e per la parte cinese il ministro della cultura e del turismo Luo Shugan.
Let's welcome the Minister of Tourism and the Cultural Heritage Minister from Italy to sign the certificate for the recovery of the lost certificates.
L'amministrazione nazionale per il patrimonio culturale della Repubblica Popolare Cinese sulla prevenzione dei furti, degli scavi clandestini, importazione, esportazione, traffico e transito illecito di beni culturali e sulla promozione della loro restituzione.
Let's welcome Mr. Liu Yizhu, Minister Bonisoli from Italy, to exchange the relevant Memorandum of Understanding.
Per la parte italiana il ministro per i beni e le attività culturali Alberto Bonisoli e per la parte cinese il ministro dell'amministrazione nazionale per il patrimonio culturale cinese Liu Zhuchu. Piano di azione sulla collaborazione sanitaria tra il Ministero della Salute della Repubblica Italiana e la Commissione Nazionale per la Salute della Repubblica Popolare Cinese.
Let's welcome Mr. Li Ruiju and Mr. Graylaw to board on the stage to sign the relevant Memorandum of Understanding 3-year action plan.
E per la parte cinese l'ambasciatore della Repubblica Popolare Cinese in Italia Li Ruiju. Protocollo tra il Ministero della Salute della Repubblica Italiana e l'Amministrazione Generale delle Dogane della Repubblica Popolare Cinese ed in materia di ispezione, quarantena e requisiti sanitari per l'esportazione di carne suina congelata dall'Italia alla Cina.
Please continue to exchange the General Administration of Customs and the relevant departments in Italy on the quarantine.
Sui requisiti sanitari per l'esportazione di seme bovino dall'Italia alla Cina, stessi firmatari.
Please continue to exchange the protocol on the quarantine, relevant quarantines.
Internazionale della Repubblica Italiana e il Ministero degli Affari Esteri della Repubblica Popolare Cinese sulle consultazioni bilaterali.
Let's welcome Mr. Wang Chao, the Deputy Foreign Minister, and the Deputy Foreign Minister of Italy to sign the Memorandum of Understanding on consultation.
Il consigliere di Stato e Vice Ministro degli Affari Esteri Wang Chao. Memorandum di intesa tra il Ministero per i beni e le attività culturali e del turismo della Repubblica Italiana e l'amministrazione nazionale per il patrimonio culturale cinese della Repubblica Popolare Cinese sul progetto di gemellaggio volto alla promozione, conservazione, conoscenza, valorizzazione e fruizione dei siti italiani e cinesi iscritti nelle liste del patrimonio mondiale dell'UNESCO.
Please welcome Mr. Liu Yizhu, Mr. Paul Gonzoni to exchange. The Memorandum of Understanding.
Il sottosegretario ai beni e l'attività culturale del turismo Lucia Borgonzoni e per la parte cinese il ministro dell'amministrazione nazionale per il patrimonio culturale cinese Liu Jiuchu. Memorandum d'intesa tra il Ministero dell'Istruzione, Università e Ricerca della Repubblica Italiana e il Ministero della Scienza e Tecnologia della Repubblica Popolare Cinese sul rafforzamento della cooperazione sulla scienza, tecnologia e innovazione.
Please welcome Ambassador Liu Ruiyu and the General Director of Italy to exchange the Memorandum of Understanding on strengthening scientific innovation.
Professor Giuseppe Valditara e per la parte cinese l'ambasciatore della Repubblica Popolare Cinese Li Ruiyu. Patto di gemellaggio tra la città di Verona e la città di Hangzhou per la promozione della conoscenza, valorizzazione e fruizione dei rispettivi siti iscritti nelle liste del patrimonio mondiale dell'UNESCO.
Let's welcome Deputy Mayor of Hangzhou and Mayor of Verona to exchange the MOU on friendly cooperation.
Verona Federico Sboarina e per la parte cinese il vice sindaco di Hangzhou Miao Chen-Chao. Gemellaggio tra l'Associazione per il Patrimonio dei Paesaggi Vitivinicoli di Langheroero e Monferrato e il Comitato di Gestione per il Patrimonio dei Terrazzamenti del Riso di Hongjiani dello Zhuanan, volto alla promozione della conoscenza, valorizzazione e fruizione dei siti iscritti nelle liste del patrimonio mondiale dell'UNESCO italiani e cinesi.
Let's welcome Director of the Artcraft Bureau and his counterpart to exchange MOU on friendship of the landscape between the two countries.
E per la parte cinese l'assessore ai beni culturali della provincia dello Zhejiang Yan Deshon. Protocollo d'intesa tra l'Agenzia Spaziale Italiana e la China National Space Administration sulla cooperazione relativa alla missione China Seismo Electromagnetic Satellite 2. Scambiano per la parte italiana il commissario straordinario dell'Agenzia Spaziale Italiana Piero Benvenuti e per la parte cinese il vice direttore della China National Space Administration Chan Jeva.
Let's welcome Mr. Zhang Jianhua and his counterpart Benvenu Eddie to exchange the MOU on monitoring satellite.
Memorandum d'intesa tra RAI Radio Televisione Italiana e China Media Group. Scambiano per la parte italiana il presidente della RAI Marcello Foa e per la parte cinese il direttore generale Shen Haishong.
Please welcome Mr. Shen Haishong, China Media Group, Chief of China Media Group, and his counterpart to exchange MOU on cooperation between the two media groups.
Accordo sul servizio italiano ANSA Xinhua. Scambiano per la parte italiana l'amministratore delegato ANSA Stefano De Alessandri e per la parte cinese il presidente di Xinhua Kai Main Chao.
Please welcome Mr. Cai Mingzhao, the chief of Xinhua News Agency, and his counterpart to sign the MOU on cooperation.
Memorandum of Understanding between Toshina Hub, Chin Global Philanthropy Institute and China Development Research Foundation. Scambiano per la parte italiana il professor Giovanni Andornino e per la parte cinese il vice segretario generale Fang Jin e il presidente di China Global Philanthropy Wang Zhenya.
Please welcome Deputy Secretary General Mr. Wang Zhenyao, signed together with Mr. Zhongqiao to exchange MOU on setting up the Charity Forum.
Si procede ora allo scambio degli accordi commerciali. Intesa di partenariato strategico tra Cassa Depositi e Prestiti e Bank of China Limited. Scambiano per la parte italiana l'amministratore delegato Fabrizio Palermo e per la parte cinese il presidente Chen Siqing.
Please welcome Chairman of BOC and Mr. Palermo, his counterpart, to sign the Strategic Cooperation Agreement.
Memorandum d'intesa sul partenariato.
An agreement signing ceremony there in Rome, Italy, where a series of agreements, MOUs, signed between the two sides in the witness of the visiting Chinese president, of course, and the Italian prime minister. I want to get you more perspectives on this. Standing by for us live is our correspondent Michal Bardavid. Michal, what more can you tell us about those deals that have been signed between China and Italy, especially the one on the Belt and Road Initiative?
Yes, certainly. This marks an important time for Italy and China. As the Chinese president himself stated, this could mark the beginning of a new era for Chinese and Italian ties. We're talking about the first G7 country to be entering the Belt and Road Initiative. So this is clearly very, very significant for both countries. And we've just witnessed this happening, the signing of these agreements, the Memorandum of Understanding, but not just for the Belt and Road. We can understand that there's so many agreements being signed by the two countries. There's so many industries that are open for potential collaboration. We're talking about telecommunications, energy, medicine. So really a lot of different areas where the two countries can increase their collaborations. We've seen the signatures, the signing ceremonies happening for all of them at the moment. And we just know that approximately 29 agreements were planned to be taking place, 10 of them between companies and 19 of them between institutions as well. And just to give you an idea, for example, of some of the examples of the agreements that are being made, for example, the Italian financial institution of Cassa Depositi is signing with the Bank of China for a strategic partnership that will aim at financial support to Italian enterprises in China. To give you another example, there's the Italian electricity company of Eni, who is signing a memorandum of understanding to make explorations in China. Again, a different industry. One more industry is the Italian Ensemble company, which is a giant industrial company here in Italy, which is signed to collaborate as a technological partner with China. And another significant area for collaboration is related to where we are right now. We're in Sicily, in the capital Palermo, which is where the Chinese president is expected to travel next following the signing ceremonies. And this is where we're seeing behind me a Palermo port, and this signifies a very significant point of collaboration for China and Italy as well. The Italian ports really create a lot of potential. Italy is offering investments for China in 4 different ports, and this of course is very significant for both sides. Again, they're trying to create win-win situations for the two countries. For China, this means a potential gateway to European markets, especially the Mediterranean, and for Italy it creates a lot of potential when it comes to boosting their exports. And just to give you an idea, when it comes to trade between Europe and China, 63% of those trade is happening through sea routes. So this is really just a lot of potential, not for Italy only, but also for Europe as well. So really a lot of potential for the region as a whole.
Our Michal Bardavid there in Palermo for us. Michal, thanks so much. Let me get you more analysis on this. I'm now joined by Emilio Scarpa, director of the Italian Trade Agency in Beijing. Mr. Scarpa, welcome to Asia Today. We just heard from our correspondent there in the port of Palermo. And it's not just that port. A number of Italian ports are featured heavily in the Belt and Road cooperation with China. How will they benefit exactly?
Well, you know, Italy in the past, in the ancient time, have been the natural terminal of the ancient Silk Road.
Absolutely.
So when when the world decided to embrace the new Silk Road, actually Italy is the perfect hub because of its geographical position. It's a natural bridge, geographical bridge between Africa and Central and Northern Europe. And of course, in this perfect hub, a lot of goods, a lot of trade can be easy and facilitated on the new Silk Road, at one condition, as the President Mattarella said, that the trade will be accompanied by an exchange of people, of persons, of ideas, of cultures, millennial cultures, in a free and fair way.
Trade, of course, is a crucial and pivotal item among the ongoing cooperation between China and Italy, which will get a boost after this trip by the Chinese president. But what other sectors do you think will also benefit from an agreement under the Belt and Road framework with China?
Well, imagine that Italy is the second manufacturing country in Europe, is the 7th in the world, but it's only the 24th supplier towards China. So this means there is a huge area for increase the bilateral trade in both senses, in both ways, in transparencies, with fairness. So first of all, export as far as Italian Trade Agency concerned, but consider that of course we are not talking about the traditional 4F of the Made in Italy, which are very well known also here in China: food, fashion, furniture, and why not fun, Ferrari, which is lifestyle, Italian lifestyle. But we are talking about one of the technological power and innovation power in the world. As a matter of fact, one of the MOU that have been signed is about the cooperation aerospace sectors, as well as on technology and startups and so on. So innovation, technology, machineries, due to the complementarity of the two systems, you just note that the first item to be exported from China to Italy is machinery. And the first item to be exported from Italy to China is machinery again, which means not the same model, of course, but model that can interact. So the complementarity of the two system, productive and exporting system, is the key for a much more win-win, or Kung Fu master should say, much more, even more harmonic cooperation and trade boosting between Italy and China.
Well, I don't know how much of that agreement signing ceremony you were able to see, but there was obviously a visible, upbeat atmosphere with optimism there at the ceremony. I want to thank you so much for your insight today, Mr. Scarpa. Thank you.
My pleasure.